We're gonna try this and see how it goes. Normally I do vertically oriented videos, but we're gonna try horizontal. You're gonna see a lot more of this and a little bit more of this. I don't know if that's a good thing, but we'll see. My name is Vanessa. I am a self-taught metalsmith and I am the creator of With Love Jewelry. It's been a year since I left my 9-to-5 and have pursued making jewelry as a full-time career. And I've got a couple of things that I'm going to be working on. I have an order that I need to fulfill for a hammered bead ring and then a gem bead ring in garnet, which I'm super excited about. And I realized I have the option of offering AAA garnets. I had based the products on AA garnets, so I've ordered AAA garnets because I want to be able to offer the top quality of any gemstone that I can. So I ordered the AAA and I have 2-day delivery on them, so I paid extra. I want to get this order out as quickly as possible. Right now I will start making the hammered bead ring and I will prep the gem bead ring as much as I can, and so then once I get the actual garnet, I can just set the stone and be good. I can ship the ring off. I am also working on a shared prong ring. This is like my 6th attempt with this ring. It's really tricky and I'm not quite sure I'm doing it right, being self-taught, and I don't actually have someone here to tell me like, do this and do that and measure it this way and do it that way. So I'm trying. We'll see how it goes. This one looks like it's the most promising of all of the ones that I've made so far. So we're gonna keep cleaning it up so that the seats look decent and maybe attempt to put some prongs on depending on how the distance looks between each stone. If the distance is good, then the prongs should fit where they're supposed to. But if there's too much spacing in between each gemstone, then I have to start over. And other fun fact is my ring light decided to just die on me yesterday. Like, but it says it has a lifetime warranty, so I've reached out to the company. They haven't reached back out yet. 2 lights is not enough. I definitely need, like, it's so dark over here. Hopefully we get this taken care of soon. I love fulfilling orders. It's such a wonderful feeling. While those pickle, I'm going to continue working on cleaning up the seats on my shared prong ring. I really hope this one works out. Not just because I've been spending like days and days trying to get it right, but because I'd like to, you know, get it right and have it actually work, and then have this as part of my techniques that I know how to do. That makes sense. I'm at the point right now where I feel confident in everything that I make, but I'm not ready to just stop learning. Like, I want to continue learning and refining and trying harder techniques and harder settings, and to, you know, continuously improve. I think that's important. I know you see a lot of, because jewelry is such a saturated market, and so you'll see a lot of jewelers, especially self-taught jewelers, that niche down and they only focus on one particular, not necessarily style, but for example, there's somebody who only makes chains. He makes bracelets and rings, and he had once written his description on his Instagram reel that in order to be successful, you need to niche down. Like, you cannot just do willy-nilly everything. You have to be very specific with what you're doing. And again, he only makes bracelets and rings. And when I say rings, he makes a chain and shortens it and then makes it into a ring, like a chain ring. He only does one very particular style of jewelry, and I don't want to do that. You know, I don't want to just make like bezel set jewelry or prong set jewelry or a very specific type of jewelry. I want to continue to, there is a jeweler out of Australia. Her name is Ellen Johnston Jewelry. She is insanely amazing. She hand fabricates everything, and her work is exquisite, and it's better than a 3D printed piece of work, you know? I want to be like her. And I know I will probably never even come close to her talent and abilities, but I'm going to strive for it. And so I'm not niching down. I'm going to keep expanding and challenging myself and go from there. This project is so hard. I really, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I have an idea of what I'm supposed to do, but I don't actually know. So, yeah, I don't know. And I really need better files. My files, these were from Amazon from when I first started, and they're not that great. But I still have them and they still work, so we're gonna make use of what we have instead of going and buying something that I don't like. I don't need it. It's not like these are broken and I can't use them, so we're just gonna keep using what we have. I think my eye twitched while I said that. So I've come a long way in shaping this, and the shape looks like decent. And I've come to a realization, and that is I've made the band and the seats too big. I tried to use like a flush setting setup, and that's not gonna work. And the reason that I realized that that's not gonna work is I have these 4mm round sapphires, and when I put them, if I can pick it up, come on, there we go. When I put them on the seat, it's perfect, more or less. It looks maybe a little bit smaller than 4. Yeah, no, it looks like it's the right everything for the 4mm stone. Now the issue is I don't think I have enough 4mm stones to finish this ring. I'm gonna look through some old gemstones from recycled jewelry and see if I have enough 4mm stones just to be able to finish this ring so that I can wrap my head around it better. Because once I can understand the difference between the gemstone and what the width for this type of ring needs to be, the next time I make it, I'll make it better, and I'll make it hopefully correct to the size of the gemstones that I'm supposed to be using. And this isn't like an order or anything like that. This is just me trying to make a new type of ring. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see if I have enough gemstones. I really hope I do, because I've spent a lot of time on this and I'd like to see it finished. I managed to find 9 4mm round gemstones. I don't know what they are. Some of them might be CZs, some of them might be topaz, some of them, I don't know. That's not important to me right now because this is just a sample ring. I wish I would have found 10 or 11 because I drop things pretty often, especially when they're gemstones. They're usually hard to find when they're small. But this might let me complete this project. And I kind of like that they're all different shades of blue because it makes it like really interesting and pretty. We'll see, I guess. But first things first, let's continue with the order that we're working on because that's more important. Something that I love about the hammered bead ring or the gem bead ring is that you can see the moon in the beads. If you follow the way that the light shines on each bead, it makes like the phases of the moon. So you'll have like, if there's no light, you'll have a new moon, and then you'll have a crescent, and then you'll have like a half, and then 3/4, and if it's like super bright, you have a full moon. And I just think it's such a cool little, like, I love to play with the light on there. It is a new day and we got our new ring light, so let's set it up and brighten this place up because it's way too dark. Okay, actually let me make sure it works first. Yay! Woo! Oh my god, so much better. So much better. Okay. I mean, this is a 10-inch ring light. It's linked on my Amazon storefront. I love it. It's really cool. It has a whole bunch of like fancy like lighting options, and then it has it has like the pretty color ones if you want to. I think that's more for like gaming, but that's funny because look, like my microphone and my ring light now match. All right, stop fooling around. Oh, that's pretty. That's like a soft white. And then that's like the really harsh blue white. And then that's a yellow white, obviously. Oh, but look at like the difference on skin tone. I'm looking at myself. Sorry, just one sec. Yeah, that's the one that oh no, that's the pretty like soft white. And that's the harsh. I might do the soft white. I think I'm going to. I like it. I like it. Okay, we're gonna try that out. Is that the highest it goes? Yeah, so you can set it dimmer if you want something a little bit dimmer, or you can put it all the way up. I love this light. I love it. I think it's awesome. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? I'm gonna go make my matcha and hot chocolate, and I will be back. We have, oh my goodness. I'm sure you can't, like it does, the camera never does an amazing shine. The camera never does justice to an amazing shine. But this will become our gem set bead. So I'm gonna take care of this seat today. I'll drill everything that needs to be drilled, and then the garnets are coming tomorrow. So unless they magically come today, which would be amazing. So all I will have to do is put the garnet inside and then close her up and then ship her off. So we are gonna prepare everything today. The seat, we're gonna get our packaging ready. We're gonna write our thank you note. Every item or every purchase comes with a personalized thank you note because I'm forever grateful for every single one of you, and I want you to know that, so I hand write you a thank you note. This is the hammered bead ring. So this ring is fully complete. I just want to take it out of the tumbler. I didn't do it last night so that we could do it together. And I'm a weirdo and I just fish around and find it. Here it is. Oh God, they're so pretty. They're identical. The only difference is this one will have the gems set inside of it and this one will not. So maybe she wants to stack them. I love them and I'm so grateful that she purchased them. I don't have a ball vise. I have a little handheld vise. And it works great. It works like the GRS Encore vise. If I just slide it inside my bench peg, it just fits perfectly in here. And then I get to use it, like twist it and turn it. But it's not the smoothest because like the underside has a square instead of being round. So it like stops every so often. It's fine. I think this was like $15. So a $15 Encore vise works for me. And I always put like a little, this is for screens, like to, I don't know, I think it's microfiber or something. I always put it because the metal is super sharp and it'll leave marks on your jewelry. So I don't do that. I don't want you to have marks on your jewelry. Actually, I'm drilling right now, so I don't need this. Yeah. It's kind of convenient having like I don't know, I like it. I should really be using this more, but I prefer to stand. So whenever I have the, and this is like the perfect height as opposed to me sitting down, and yeah, I prefer to stand. So if I can stand, I will, and if I can't, I try to stand anyways. No, I do sit, but if you're looking to get into stone setting, especially small stones, you really can't have enough burrs. And I'm realizing it's so much better to buy the packet of burrs as opposed to just like one single burr, because maybe it's just me, but the amount that I use them, if it breaks or it dulls or something happens to it, I have, you know, like 4 or 5 more that I can just quickly swap. Especially drill bits. If you are not used to drilling, if you are just starting out drilling, get yourself the packet of drill bits, because when I started drilling, like the very first time that I started drilling, I broke so many drill bits, and sometimes they break inside of your piece and it like has a clean break. Now how are you gonna get it out? It sucks. Oh, I wonder if you could put like a really strong magnet and it would, oh my, I'm like a squirrel. Well, I found it and I dropped it, so I'll have to find it again another time. Anyways, I wonder if you could get like a really strong magnet if you break a bit inside of your piece and the magnet can get it free. I don't know, I feel like that would be tricky, but get yourself a decent amount of drill bits just to be safe so that you don't have to stop what you're working on and wait for a drill bit to come in. All right, so we will package this one up. I'll put a ribbon on it. And then this one will get packaged tomorrow. So excited. Let me bring you over to my packaging department. I need to turn this on. Hold on. Welcome to my packaging department. So I'm just going to show you, if I can, like this, kind of how they lay. Obviously there are no prongs on here yet, right? So there's going to be prongs that they share. And it, you know, they have just a little bit of space in between on those two. But then if I keep adding, some of them are kind of tight, and if they touch one another, they can very easily break. So I don't know if this is... You see how close those two, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll just try and put the prongs on and try and set some stones. This was hard to solder. Aside from the fact that there are so many places that need to be soldered, when you have something really thin, like these prongs, and something that's much thicker, like the ring shank, you have to understand how to heat everything properly so that your prongs don't melt and your solder actually flows. And so I left my prongs like super long just in case for that reason. And like I don't know if you can see, but one of them ended up soldering together, which is totally fine because I don't need that area. So I'm gonna start trimming these down, and I'm going to chop off the little undersides of the U's and see how it goes, see how this is gonna look. I don't know if we'll be able to set stones if this actually worked. It's definitely not the greatest, but for my first time doing something like this, getting to this step, I'm proud of it. That looks a bit better. Tricky. So I don't have a rhyme or reason as to how I'm putting the gemstones because they're all kind of different colors. So if this works out, I don't even know if this works out, what to say. I could have just made like a horrible, horrible mistake, but I'm doing what I think is right, so. This is not working. They're just ever so slightly too close together, so every time I seat one, when I push the prongs to tighten it up, the other one pops out. They're just too close. Nope. Nope. And set our garnet so we can finish up this order, and I can get it out to the post office today so she gets it. She should probably get it early next week since today is Friday. So where are my garnets? Oh, they're so gorgeous. AAA red garnets. I love how the garnet looks. It's so freaking cute. So I'm just gonna give this one final polish with some rouge. I will stick it in the ultrasonic cleaner, and then we can package it up and I will take it to the post office. I know some people might be like, why do you wrap them up like a present? Because I think it's more exciting when you get to open a present. So I am going to take these to the post office and ship them off. And I'm so, so grateful for every single order that I get. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.